Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Rippers Rumblers, and we have left Pike behind and taken to the black in order to go to the planet of Erai, or at least the system of Erai. Yes, we finally completely did every single Steiner contract we could on the planet of Pike, and came out of it with over 4 million C-bills and a stable of mechs, which was okay. And so we need to now move on to bigger and better things. The planet of Erai is a higher difficulty level planet anyway, and will bring us closer and closer to Davian space, which is kind of sort of the direction we're moving. But if we decide to reverse course to say the FRR, we're still heading in quite the right direction. But for our first mission of the day, it is the hardest Steiner contract that I could find on the planet at 2.5 skulls, and it is stealing is a form of flattery. We have long suspected there is a pirate research station hidden on the Erai system, and we've finally gotten wind of its possible location. We need a few brave and plausibly deniable mercenaries to secure the location of the dropship for a dropship extraction of any valuable scientific personnel. So this will pay out 279,900 C-bills at 4 of 17 priorities, of which cannot speak today apparently. And we're going to drop in on these people like a ton of bricks, and we're going to hope we can get some pretty good kit. And the Centurion, by the way, is finally back. So today's lineup for our first mission on this planet of Erai is Hammer inside the Hatchet Man. Shadowhawk has been given to Witness because, well, I kind of want to push away from the Raven for now that we're taking higher level missions. The Shadowhawk may get a slight remodeling. Ripper is back in his good old-fashioned Centurion, and Exodus is still rocking the Enforcer. So with this little lance of fun people, let us set out and see if we can't make it to the enemy shortly. Oh, it's this map again. Interesting. So we'll be moving in through here, get right on top of them, blast them. If we had jump jets, we would move up here and snipe down at them. We do not, because we find that jump jets tend to be rather disappointing. So I was looking for things that I could do to change to the mechs, and unfortunately we kind of ran into the same problem every single time that I sort of tried to come up with something, and we're pretty weight efficient actually on most of these mechs. I couldn't come up with any major changes that would give me sort of the results that I wanted, while at the same time maintaining a pretty decent thing. What I mainly tried changing was the Hunchback, because I really kind of wanted to get that AC-20 back in the shoulder. We actually do have an autocannon targeting computer to give it a +2 accuracy. Unfortunately, I just couldn't make it work, because in order to do that, I'd want to turn it into a turboback, and you need like a 270, 275 rated engine. And for that, well, you didn't have enough weight to actually run the cannon. So, a bit unfortunate there. So we've run into a camouflaged turret, opening fire with our ER mediums and our lights, both of them managing to nail the target. I don't think anybody else is going to be able to get on target, unfortunately. We're all sort of straggling behind a bit. So Hammer's going to take a little bit of fire, unfortunately. Probably should have thought of that before I might have quite so aggressively, but I was expecting to run into not turrets, because it's a capture base, not a destroy base, and I wasn't quite anticipating that result. Probably should have, though. We have moved up to 2.5 skulls. I believe the most difficult mission we took last time was only 2 skulls, and at 2.5 skulls, that's when you start possibly running into heavy mechs. So we need to keep our eyes out for the enemy. So the backup group moving as quickly as they can. Yep, here come the missiles. At least he's bulwarked, and he is in cover, and didn't manage to tag us. Lovely. So a couple of missiles bouncing off the hull for the most part. Nothing too terrible. LMG array apparently has broken. And a large pulse laser. I'm assuming it's a large pulse. It may just be a large laser. Oh, it was just a large laser. Okay, lovely. So he is stacking quite a bit of evasion going on here. And more missiles coming down the pipe. Luckily, we've got damage reduction. We've got our evasion and another missed tag. I think every single one of those missiles missed. So that's pretty good. Most of our mechs might be able to get in range in the next turn. Can I run up and chop you? No, you don't allow that. Standard turret chassis, 100 tons. Hardened turret chassis. I can't really tell. Can I get a shot without revealing? Not as such. No. If I moved here, I'd have a really good chance of accuracy there. How about if I sprinted? Can I get a... No, if we want the cover, then we don't get to be seen by only one. But that'll be okay. We'll run right up here. We'll get a view of the research facility. This may have triggered the bodyguards. Yep. A bit too soon. Or maybe not. Maybe it is just turrets. That would be not terrible, actually. Looks like 3 turrets so far, so let's see if we can't fry this one. So these turrets are a little bit tougher than the light turret chassis that we were dealing with before. They've got 275 armor and 10 structure. So it's going to take a little bit more effort to knock them all out. And his entire shooting was not quite able to do enough damage. But then again, his main thing is he gets to hit people with, well, big heavy axes. And he's done a fairly decent job of that for the most part. He's not really designed to knock out turrets. And we'll send a football this way. Oh, wow, he hit it. I probably should have changed the cluster mode because I think clusters give you a couple of more hits, actually, or a little bit more damage. But they spread out across multiple sections. Since a turret only has one section, that might actually work out not terribly. Yeah, we're going to chaff rock on it because just in case we don't kill it, which we're probably not going to kill it, I'd like to make it so it can't actually hit anything. And Exodus, are you going to be able to get in range? I think so. Yes, just barely. I'm glad I left that spot open and moved the Centurion over there. Because he'll get in range with both of his large lasers, and he'll plink away. Ooh, only one hit, and looks like we also managed to get the tag on it, so it'll be easier to kill next turn. And now, time to take the fire. You're much closer this time, but not terrible. And you managed to avoid the tag again. Good. So we should have both of these out by the time we're done here, I hope. Ooh, sensor lock going down. That'll make him more easy to hit by the laser turret. Fortunately for us, laser turret not able to quite connect on everything. So we are okay there. Oh, you're an autocan turret. Wait a second, there's got to be another turret then. Or were you the other turret? Oh, it's a standard shredder turret. Well, back up to us. Exodus and Witness are up, so let's get Witness moving? Yeah, because Witness can probably take this one out. Oh yeah, for sure. Witness is just going to annihilate this thing if he shoots at it. So, focus on this one because there's a chance that Witness might be able to kill it entirely. Not if he misses all that stuff. Jeff, probably shouldn't have used that one. How much health you up to? We don't know. How about now? Basically nothing. So this one's not a basically nothing. That one we don't know, but Hammer can tell us because Hammer can see it. Also almost nothing. So really, this is going to be the only turrets that's really capable of shooting back. So let's get Exodus on the move. And Exodus could really shoot at both of them and have a pretty decent chance of killing both of them. Okay, maybe not super decent chance unless we moved forward. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll roll that. And the plan, of course, will be a multi-target there and there. Set you to B, set you to B. And do I want to cook a little bit? Not as such, no. But I would like the pulse on. We'll do that. Large laser managed to annihilate it in one shot, but I had to shoot two just to be sure. And also the tag that way. Probably shouldn't have done that. And this one will get a couple of pulse laser shots and the medium laser. Come on, do enough. Ooh, we're not going to do enough, I don't think. Yep, it did survive, which does leave Hammer and Ripper to be the ones to finish it off. So we'll get on the move, rush over here. We'll take it out, that turret out with Ripper, and we'll start getting to work on this one. And also 200 health, so we're probably not going to be able to kill it. Well, we know we're not going to hit it, especially if we miss with our light autocannon. But the pulses are doing a pretty good job of actually getting on target. So Ripper will move up, and he'll be the one to finally finish off this turret here. So let's get him on the move as fast as he can. Oh, is there a fourth turret? Oh, there is a fourth turret. I didn't notice it. That is several levels of unfortunate. Do we go cluster? Yes, but we're going to go cluster. So, ooh, especially if we miss basically all of the lasers. Luckily, our SRMs were more than enough to actually take him on. So, structure destroyed. Down to the last two turrets in the back. Unfortunately, we're going to take quite a bit of fire from this shredder turret. Okay, LRM's coming down. Raining did get a hit with us. But no support systems. Now this one. Missed with the cannon, missed with all the support systems and the flamethrower. So, oh no, he hit with the flamethrower. Okay. That is a tad unfortunate. Unfortunately, I don't think... Yeah, Hammer can't actually axe turrets, which is always somewhat irritating. Because you'd think that would be the one thing he'd be able to do. Good shot. How about a better shot if I ran forward? I wouldn't have a shot at all if I ran forward there. It's not a great shot. 60s, 52s, and 33s, but if I just move... Hoping that... Yeah, much better if I just walked into it, even for the pulse laser. So we'll target the shredder. We are again going to use the chaff launcher. Hit him with the large laser. Hit him with all of the additional lasers. Structure destroyed. Okay, good. We've got one last left. And it is an LRM turret, so it's not super dangerous either. Be careful not to step into the circle. That might trigger the enemy to actually be active. Exodus is most certainly going to fry this one, I think. I'd like to get the medium pulse in, but that's 281s. If I sprint it to get a little bit closer, I lose my 81s, right? They go to 76s, and I don't gain the pulse. So 52-59 is what we're looking at. Versus a walk, which goes to... Yeah, much better. How about if I took a little bit of altitude? That doesn't help, but we'll do it anyway. So aim down in it. We will VSPL3. Hit and a miss. Unfortunate. Quite a few misses, actually. So not tremendous. It's going to be up to Hammer and Ripper to take it. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it. I mean, they're going to try, but it's going to be rough. Camera, you're going to cycle around to this side. You are not... Are you overheated? Yeah. At the end of the turn, falls before critical levels. We're just going to burn everything. We'll push him. Push him to the line. See if we can't take this turret off before he can actually kill us. Does have a tag, some sort of machine gun probably, as well as the additional of the missiles. So he's going to have to chill out next turn. Ripper, it's up to you. Can you kill him? I don't think so, actually. Yeah, he's only in range for his cluster round. Come on, sprint on in. Get the SRMs in range. We'll lose a lot off that cluster accuracy, but you know what? It's worth it if we can get the missiles involved. Okay, hit one miss, and then... Lots of numbers, but... Oh, we got it just enough. Good. Alright, so we've already managed to defeat the enemy, and now we've got hostile contacts inbound. Okay, here's what Hammer's going to do. First of all, we don't know where they're coming from, but they normally come from down here on this one and off over here, so Hammer's just going to sprint forward. We're going to move at full speed. So that'll keep him kind of hot, but not super hot. That is going to get him under heat on this one, so that'll be fine. So he can chill out. Lovely, enemy gets to move now. And yep, indeed, we've got a Griffin 2N coming down the pipe, so a 55-tonner. That would be a nice pickup if we could grab it. Although we are only going for 4 of 17, so that would be a little bit of a difficult thing to grab. Do I go at range, or do I try and get close? I think we're going to stick to range a little bit. We're going to skirmish here until we figure out what's going on. Got a hunchback in the distance there. We're going to shut off the autocannon for now. We're just going to skirmish with them with some light weapons. That'll also reduce our heat slightly. And send some fire his way. Missed with both lasers, but we've got a decent number of missiles heading in, and a couple of them actually managed to splatter across the mech. So not terrible at all.
What can I do for you?
Witness can come in with his large laser and mediums. It's not going to be tremendous shot either. I think I'm going to save the chaff rockets for another shot. Although, you're the 2N, so you're packing additional missile salvos, I think. You may not have a PPC. If you don't, that's lucky for us. Got a blackjack and an urban mech moving up top. The urban mech's a pirate version, so kind of ignorable. The blackjack's 45 tons and generally fairly thin-skinned, so we may not have to bother with him too much. I don't want to be out in the open. I really don't want to be out in the open. So we're going to move in here to get into the cover. Shut off the VSPL because that's most of our heat. Shut off the medium laser. Okay, shut off the laser. Both large lasers are off. So he's a tag bot today. But we got to get him on. And he tagged him. Excellent. Okay, so target acquired already. So that's an excellent pickup right there. So we should have easier shots on the Griffin. Hopefully he won't be able to make it into cover here. If he's still stuck out in the open, we could have an easy time with him. Could. That's being the operative word. I don't think the Hatchet Man can make that run. Okay, there's a bit of a sprint too far. I got a Hunchback 1G. Some sort of either multiple... He's got 2 autocannons, okay. So they could be rifles, but right now we're looking at autocannons. So, what did you roll? I don't know, actually. I don't know what you pulled off, so we're going to have to figure this out. Got a 33% chance to hit that Hunchback, and the Hunchback also will have weak pack armor. Yeah, he's got twin missile pods and some sort of energy. It could be a PPC. I'm hoping it's not. But I've got good accuracy here, and we want a slug on this one because we still got to bust open his armor. And do we fire it? Yeah, we do.
Here we go.
We managed to miss, but that was kind of to be expected. We already penetrated some of his armor. Structure exposed, and our missiles did a good job of hunting in there. No criticals as of yet, but we weren't really expecting it. It was a PPC. Okay, looks like a PPC and SRMs. So he's built along similar lines to us. I mean, we both use a weapon that deals 60 damage, and you came in close. I think Hammer might have that. He does. Okay. Let's go play some games. Hi. You came within X number of 1,000 meters of me. Okay, we're not quite that far, but several hundred meters of me. There goes his arm with the PPC. Okay, he's much more manageable now. Witness, would you like to come up here and give him a little bit of some fun here? Do I want to shoot you? Still keep the chaff rockets alive. Managed to nail him with a large laser and a couple more lasers besides, although not all of them. The pulse laser doing some good job here. I was hoping for another shot on the leg so we could blow it off. You're not unsteady, are you? Not quite. Blackjack moving from up top. 10C, not sure what type it is, but we're going to hope that we aren't going to have to deal with that for a little bit. I want that side angle shot if I can get it. That's not great. Can I get a side angle shot if I move right here? That'll be about the same, but that puts me in position for future turns. Hi, large lasers to on, because we want to hurt you, and VSPL, keep the medium laser off. It's not going to help our heat any, but we're going to keep it... Yeah, we'll keep it off for now. And blaze away the rest of the group. Okay, both large lasers hit. A lot of hits on the arm. I'm kind of hoping for a leg hit here, guys. We want to steal him. We don't want to bust him up too. Okay, so there goes an ammo explosion. He's missing his torso now. Not having a great day, all things considered. Do you have any more SRM ammo, or are you just completely out? Because that'll be an interesting question to answer. Urban Mech Pirate is coming up and opening fire. I believe he's got a pepper box rifle, which is sort of like... and rockets, I'm hoping. But yeah, I believe it's a pepper box and rockets, because I believe the pirate version is a super primitive version, not all that dangerous to us. Yeah, those were rocket launchers. So he's got two pepper rifles. Looks like the hunchback trying to get a couple of shots on us. And he is an ace pilot and he's falling back. Oh, that's not going to help you, sir. That will not save you at all. In fact, I'm so confident we've got that Griffin handled that I'm going to come right for you. Why would you face the wall? You're not an ostrich, are you? Jammed by ECM. Interesting. Okay, tore off a leg. Excellent. That's a great way to open up. So we blew off his leg, and now he'll be on his back, and we'll be able to focus his other leg. This will make him less accurate, of course. And 3 of 4 injuries. Okay. Let's see. Are you going to come forward to us, or what? How's this going to happen here? He is going to come punching. Okay. On the one hand, that will get him no longer unevasive, so maybe I should have focused on him. But on the other hand, that's fine. 40 damage. 45 damage, actually. That was a pretty good hit. I gotta give you credit for that one, man. But we're coming for you, and this next shot is gonna make you unsteady. You don't have a choice in this one. Don't need the rocket launchers because he basically can't shoot anybody. Yep, stability check passed, but he is now unsteady. So Ripper can come in with his cannons, and you've got no evasion. But apparently you do? Why do you still have evasion? This is unheard of. You're unsteady. You shouldn't be able to be evasive. So let's just throw a whole bunch of shots his way, see if he can't force his stability past failure. Or, no, oh, I think it's a glitch. It's gotta be a glitch. With the amount of firepower we're throwing into him. Alright, Exodus can't just afford to blaze away, unfortunately. His VSPL is making him quite the cooker. Are we back? Okay, we can at least fire one large laser this round. Missed with that one. Tagged again? Come on, make that a stability check. It would have been amusing if it was. The Urban Mech is maneuvering for another position because we've sort of... Oh, the Hunchback's gonna get up. What's he gonna do? He's probably actually a pretty decent punch box. I didn't... What? 30 or 45 damage I think he can deal if he punches? Point blank range cannon! Managed to miss. Lovely. And he only has one leg, so that makes him a little bit concerned. Alright, Hammer. We need to... Well, honestly, I want to kill this mech, so we want to hit his right side, which is this side. I'd like to blow off the leg. So I'm just sort of trying to stack that in my favor on this one. Hello! Perfect! Took out his legs. Lovely. Okay, cannot complain about that one at all. Do we need a Hunchback right now? Not really. Do we want it? Sure, why not? Hunchbacks are great. They're fairly decent mech type. And we'll just continue to blaze away. Okay, we managed to get some penetrating hits here, but I think that's into the open torso. I would have liked... to have gotten a leg hit, but it's on the other side, unfortunately, so we're not going to get anything out there. Stability check passed. You just keep passing all them stability checks, man. That's just kind of not fair. He's got to go for another kick, okay. Hey, you should break your leg when you kick. I'm sorry, but you've got lots of damage on you. Alright, Ripper, he didn't move all that far, and you've got a cluster cannon, and he's got lots of openings. Try not to hit the Hunchback, if you at all can. Just do us a favor with that one. Okay, jump jet destroyed. Are you now unsteady? He is unsteady. Okay, lovely. And Exodus will also keep the fire going. We're just going to keep on plowing rounds into him. Large lasers on, mediums, VSPLs. We're going to cook it up again. Not quite to overload, but close. He's probably not going to be able to shoot next round. Okay, got a hit on the CT and some legs. All over the place. Stability check passed. Right torso destroyed. Right leg destroyed. I don't care how many stability checks are passing. You're on your back now. So pilot injured from the side, and he just ejects out of that one. So there's only going to be like 2 parts out of that mech, not the 3 we're looking to get because we blew off a couple of torsos. Well, we blew off both torsos. Really, it was just a CT and a leg left, so I can understand why he bailed. However, next turn we should be able to get under heat, which will be very nice. So we'll move. Yeah, we'll move up to here. We don't want to sprint. We want to get that stability damage down away. We also want to protect our leg and our back. That's going to be unfortunate, just the amount of damage that he dealt with that. He's going to be repairing for a couple of days. Although we are working on getting our mech bay 3 up. We finished the power conduits during the trip, and now we're working on fixing the structure itself. So get the Shadowhawk on the roll as well. It's a nice quick mech too. That's one of the reasons why I put Witness inside of it, is because it's actually got a fairly decent amount of maneuverability to it. Oh, we can't do that, so we're going to walk. Just to keep ourselves under the heat. I want to get back under heat so I don't spend a turn offline. And it's really amazing just how much heat we can shed in this mech. The exchangers and the double heat sinks and everything into it. It just works out perfectly. I'm super happy with the way that it's turned out so far. Although I was looking to try and see if I couldn't put a cannon on it of some description. I don't want to sprint you up here, because if I do that, well, I'm not going to be able to axe anybody this turn, but I can shoot them. So passing through the rough terrain makes us a little bit more vulnerable to what's going to happen this turn. 2 machine guns and probably, it's, what, 6 lasers or other terrible things? It is a 1DC dual cockpit? Not sure. Open fire. Let's see if we can't make him regret life choices of becoming a pirate and all that. So lots of fire going down. Penetration? Not quite, which is not terrible, because we're not necessarily looking for a penetration just yet. I can get an obstructed shot. I will take it. Just add a little bit more fire, and this Shadowhawk is cold. Super chill. Lob the chaff rockets his way, because if we get one good hit, it'll be worth it. We got the hit. Okay, good. So he's going to be less accurate. So we did get a small laser good. Oh, so you're multiple small lasers, aren't you? So sensor scrambled, chaff cloud, blinding flare. That'll probably mean that we'll send Hammer into the back to try and take on the urban mecha at that point. Not going to be able to get a shot this turn with the Centurion, which means our cluster cannon is going to be reset, and the LBX will be fine. And Exodus is going to sprint on in here as fast as he well can. Zoom. And get himself fully under control with heat. Love it. Twin large lasers, a very nice thing. Oh, the blackjack coming for a punch. He can't see us, but he's going to try and swing. And he did actually hit us on that one. That was right in the CT. That's unfortunate. However, that did put your back towards us, so there is that. So that looks like a small laser. Or a tag. Either one, it doesn't really matter. We're going to run Hammer up behind him and hit him in the back. You're not going to be able to see anybody this turn, so it is more important that Hammer goes. So Hammer's going to do this. Get me away from the blackjack and protected. So, oh, beautiful. Court him right out, no problem. Very happy with that. We're not looking to pick up an urban mech. The last urban mech we had, I did scrap. I couldn't see any reason to build it. Yes, it's funny. Yes, it's a meme, but we are playing RogueTech, and while memes are fun, memes are not going to win you contracts. So I did feel a little bit bad about scrapping it. After all, I did want to turn it into something. I know what a lol machine it can be in MechWarrior Online. But between fixing everything, it just would have taken too long to get into the show. Okay, tore off his left torso, which is not quite what I was going for. Or we could blow up the engine. Okay, that's fine. So dropship dropping down. I'm assuming that's our Lyran bosses as they try and tell us what's going on. Yeah, lots of explosions there. Okay, Ripper, let's go occupy the research station. It's going to be a race between you and Witness. Oh no, Witness just went up there and murdered things. I don't think Exodus can outrun him. I think Exodus is just a bit slower. Or, you know, it could also be... the Hatchet Man could be the one to make it there first. That is entirely possible at this point. Waddling forward. Yeah, it'll be an interesting little race. I think Ripper had a head start, but that Hatchet Man is just blisteringly fast. It's got like a 270 rated fusion core in that thing, plus a supercharger. We've got a mask for it. I've tried to figure out a way to put it in, but at the end of the day, mask precludes TSM, so we decided to keep it with the supercharger. Yes, it would have been able to go very far with the mask, but I want to punch spot out of that thing, and I need the melee damage that it can deal. Plus, the mask is heavy, so we'd have to pull more things out. And while we are steadily pulling things out of this mech in order to make it more maneuverable, like most of this AC5 will probably eventually be completely gone. Eventually, there is a limit to what I'm willing to do to it, though. Although we do need to kind of find a more larger melee mech, like a Strix. Really, the Strix is the only medium mech that I can... Oh, no, the Gladiator too, I suppose. So there are a couple of heavy and medium and heavy mechs that we could get our hands on that would be great for replacing the Hatchet Man when it comes to that. I mean, they're not going to have the hatchet, which is just fun to have, but... So it does look like the Hatchet Man's going to be the first one, unless Ripper can beat him on the initiative roll. So let's see who gets to claim the prize. It's going to be Hammer indeed.
Standing by.
So just going to walk right on in there and plant the flag. Not that we have a flag, but that'll be the
I
idea.
hear ya.
So we got to roll to the end of the turn. We may as well run.
Pedal to the metal.
No reason not to. Lock down there. Ripper will be next.
Order.
Ripper took second place in this little race, which is fine, but as we all know, there are no points for second place, so Ripper is a little bit irritated, I'm sure. And Exodus is our last mover. All these mechs do fairly decently when it comes to rolling for initiative. I'm quite happy with them. They've turned out pretty okay. We've got another Centurion coming, but we're still missing a ton of Gauss rifle ammo for it, so I need to find that desperately. We need to find a planet that is, well, basically making tungsten slugs. Because I need to put them in this Gauss rifle. It only needs 1 ton of them. Please give it to me. So 249,570 C-bills. And that'll give us a pretty decent amount of kills. And we did take some decent salvage on this one because we didn't blow everybody to absolute pieces. So it was a heavy rifle in that Hunchback. So the 1G is the primitive refit version. So that's where that came from. And it was pepper boxes inside of the urban mech. That was to be expected. E-cooling +1, interesting, but the endo steel is much cooler. A tagger is an interesting thought, but I'm not quite sold on it just yet. Heavy ferro, also good. This all came out of the whatchamacallit, the Griffin. So a whole bunch of ammo for rifles, which we don't really care about. Fusion Core 275. Okay, so E-cooling +1. Don't really need it at the end of the day. It does weigh a ton, and most of our mechs are pretty well rigged out for that. Do I want mech parts? I do. I want Griffin parts. There's only 2 Griffin parts, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. Okay, I have no taggers, and I've been told that tagger doesn't stack anymore. I'm not sure if that's true or not. If it is, somebody leave a comment, because putting tag and tagger on things is awesome. I'm actually going to pull it out because of that, and we will grab the Griffin part. There's the medium laser pirate. Oh no, it's not the ER pirate, which is the one that grants the additional to melee damage. Does have an additional +1 accuracy, but I want the melee ones. That's the one I'm really looking for. So we're gonna grab the Griffin part just in case. Actually, no, I don't need it. 55 ton mech. Well, I do. Gotta vacillate back and forth on this. We'll grab it. Give me the other Griffin part. Oh, it was a bro. It gave us 2 Griffin parts and the Blackjack part. And the only thing we missed out on was the 1 Hunchback part, which is fine. The Hunchback G, the 1G is not all that interesting. We did get the Tagger too. Okay, lovely. We also got a whole bunch of useless medium rifle ammo. But other than that, the important thing is we got everything we really needed. Great. I don't know what I'm going to do with 275 Fusion Core. I mean, I've got probably the biggest size Fusion Core I can sort of fit in my... in the Hatchet Man, so there is that to think about. You have items, increase your sense of strength and distance. What we really need are engines. We need a light engine. We need to run into one of those somewhat soon, because I need to turn a couple of mechs into better mechs, and the only thing is, like, I've got 2 XLs, but I don't dare put an XL in anything larger than some lights. And even then, I'm not thrilled about putting XLs in lights, because of just the way the evasion works now. It's not quite as amazing as it used to be. 17,000 for the next week in order to fix up probably the Hatchet Man. Although Yang doesn't quite know how the multiple mech bays work, so 5 days on the Hatchet Man, and 2 days for the Centurion and the Shadowhawk, 28 days on the other Centurion. Oh, it just takes forever. Speaking of, though, let's go check the store real quick. Hi, I'm looking for Gauss ammo. Do you have any? It's not particularly difficult. It's just, you know, there's... Aha, we found it. Okay, bye. We've been looking all over for this thing. Heavy Gauss ammo. Do you only go into heavy Gauss rifles? Heavy Gauss ammo fires heavy explosions. Drastically reducing range but increasing damage profile. Gives you 4 shots. Yeah, we're not going to use that for our silver bullet. Sniper ammo? Ooh, for sniper artillery pieces. Yes, you can get artillery in this game. We actually had a long Tom artillery piece in Starburst Starter Car. We just couldn't find a mech that could mount it. Large VSPL. I really kind of do want. How many tons are you? You're 9 tons. I would definitely work hard to put you inside the Enforcer. Can you imagine a large VSPL? Would not be amazing? Firing 4 shots at 50 damage apiece. 9 tons to basically be 2 AC-20s. Anything interesting? There's thermal bolt ammo. There's Arrow 5 ammo, but we don't have an Arrow 5 launcher. So it's a gigantic artillery missile, which is really cool, but we can't use it. Any equipment? Well, we've got XXL engines, which we would not use because it's the same problem as XL engines. Just a little bit too dangerous for my blood. Heat sinks, don't care about. No light engines. Got a cooling pod, which would be an interesting pickup. Couple of fusion cores, some really big fusion cores, like assault level fusion cores. 385, even most assaults wouldn't waste a tonnage on that. Improved FCS. Improves the call shot modifier by 10%. Advanced zoom grants accuracy bonus of up to 2 that grows with range. Seems backwards to me. Thermal vision, heat threshold. A basic upgraded FCS system. So it is a fire control system. Okay, I don't need that. I need normal cockpit sensors. Because I've got FCSs for the most part. Interesting. +1 melee accuracy. Is it worth it over the energy bonus we get? Kind of lean towards not really. Are you seriously an FCS? That just seems weird to me. I need cockpit sensor system. Phoenix Hawk part and Archer part, we don't need either of these. Okay, that was a quick check of the store. So in what, 2 days? Yeah, in 2 days we can roll another mission. The A-team is not going to be quite so happy about it. Oh crap, did I put the hatchman at number 3. Did not set that up properly. So hatchman in 2 days. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the mission anyway. So we're not going to get the A-team out of this one, and we're not going to have the hatchet man out of this one, but I did figure we could take another mission. Not a payroll seizure was actually exactly the one we wanted to take it. It's against the Federated Suns, though, which does have me a little bit concerned. Defend base, destroy base, defend base. Yeah, the Lyran contracts are going to be a little bit disappointing to a certain extent. And a protect the mechs mission is going to be... Well, it's 2.5 skulls, and it's going to be hard. This one takes us against the Lyrans. So, payroll seizure. I had this plan as this is what I would do ahead of time, but now that I look at it and think about it, I don't really want to mess with Davian just yet. I really don't want to mess with any of these factions just yet. Secure the assets, one of the vehicles, Steiner forces. Yeah, we're gonna not be making Steiner all that happy with us, I think, by the time we're done here. Heavily armed pirate. But you can do that. 2 of 9, 4 of 17, or 282,000. Yeah, 4 of 17 for sure. 282,000 is easy to make off of that. So we'll remove all of these, and we'll put back in our little Raven. I gotta figure out something to do with this Hunchback, because as it is built right now, I'm not particularly happy with it. We need, let's see, Bullet Trap and Majestic. Majestic can take the Enforcer. Bullet Trap can take the Centurion. Ugh, that's going to be painful to watch. And then Hacker will be in the Raven with Brother in the Shedhawk. Yeah? Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll be able to take on another quick little mission here. Gonna have to figure out a different set of missions that we'll take for the next episode, because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, because this starts to give us Davian contracts, and if we really are going to move into Davian space, that's kind of a good idea. However, we've made really good friends with Steiner. Do I really want to piss them off too much? Although, I should have thought of that, because we have been heading towards Davian space and making all kinds of friends with Steiner. Maybe we should just hang out in Steiner space. I mean, the Lyrans like us, and they pay us really well because of it. But anyway, a heavily armed pirate band has taken control of a military facility on Irai and are using it as a base of operations for raiding and terrorizing nearby settlements. The Lyran authorities do not have the local military resources to assault the base, given how extensively they've entrenched. We need to destroy the base so they can no longer use it as a staging area for the criminal acts. So I'm anticipating turrets. Which, on one hand, it's actually not terrible then that we don't have the Hatcherman with us, because the Hatcherman can't hack turrets. On the other hand, not having the Hatcherman with me, it always makes me a little bit concerned. Alright, brother, let's get your Shadowhawk rolling on forward. This is a fun map. Nice open areas we can sprint between. Not too terrible, actually. And just to make sure I do it ahead of time, we're going to shut off the chaff launcher. That way I can make sure to only turn it on when I need it. Follow the road, follow the road. Get our active probe forward. So there's a pirate garrison that would pay us out a little bit, but the payout on this mission was just terrible. Which just goes to show how much paying out gives you when you're not good friends with a faction. Seriously, making friends with a faction is huge for how much money you'll start making later on. The moment you leave their territory and stop working for them, well, you're going to have to go through some rough times. Not too much, but there will be rough times. Alright, next turn, let's all re-roll our sensors, and he's right there already. We've got a Jenner 7A. Okay, nothing too big. 4 of 17 salvage is going to give me, you know, things that I don't really care about, but that's alright. Shadowhawk, nimbly able to move to the side, being a very aggressive... It is a medium, but at the end of the day, it's quite aggressive. Oh, I have a shot? Really? Huh. Do I take it? Absolutely not. No, we're going to wait until we get nice and close. Use that autocannon the way it was meant to be used. Actually, to be fair, it's not supposed to be used like that. Single truck, okay. Wasn't able to get that on sensors until after we moved the Centurion into the zone. Hacker will be able to stroll on up. Oh, come on, Hacker. You want to keep up with the Shadowhawk. That's the goal. So we want to get up here, get on top of... Oh, another vehicle. It's a fire truck. Okay, so we do have... We've got a Jenner, a fire truck, and a normal truck. Are you also a fire truck? 20 tons. Fire trucks are 25. So he's not quite a normal mech, or normal truck, I suppose. So we're all stacking up basically on this small path, but we want to get up amongst them before anything too bad can happen. Actually, if we can get the Shadowhawk up top here, we'll be in a really nice position. So we're going to maneuver up to here so we have shots on some things. But we are going all the way up to the top on this one. And we do see a turret, is a light turret chassis, so nothing too dangerous. We may as well lob a laser shot his way. Missed, but hey, at least he knows that he's now under fire. So there could be more. But it is only a 1 skull, so it's not exactly the hardest thing in the universe. Can't move the Centurion. We are all stacked up behind Hacker, but Hacker is right next, so that's fine. And Hacker will have a side shot. That'll be easy for a tag, I believe. So if he's not moving, this will be a nice easy shot. If he is moving, well, 30%. And we got him. So already hit on him. So the Jenner is now under fire and has been dented. Part of his paint has been scratched, and he is not a happy camper, I assume. He is coming forward and not going to quite get the range. I believe he has a large laser as well, but it doesn't look like he actually got the range. Truck is moving up as well. Bullet Trap. Bullet Trap can get around this. So I think Bullet Trap is actually going to wait for Majestic. The reason why is I think I can actually get a shot if I wait for Majestic to get out of the way first. Fire Truck coming up nice and close. Bullet Trap up again. Reserve. Give me Majestic, please. Thank you. And Majestic doesn't have a shot, unfortunately. He could get a shot, and he is an enforcer, and he does want to brawl, so let's put him in a position to do that. Also, he has twin large lasers, which is a lot of fun. And he got sensor locks and incoming missiles, so maybe we should have stepped them back just a little bit. Could have taken some of that long-range fire, but for the most part, able to shrug it off. This is, after all, only LRMs. And Bullet Trap clearly will not get a shot as well, but he will be in a position to do things moving forward, especially with them SRMs. The plus SRMs are quite nice for what they can do. Hacker will be able to move first. Interesting. Okay. Get a beat on that fire truck. Hello. Narc Beacon Haywire. Fluid Guns Inferno. Inferno's not terrible. I mean, we are a quite hot mech force, but Haywire will reduce his speed and his accuracy. Yeah, Haywire him. Just for a little bit of extra protection. Okay, good job with the SRMs, able to damage him a little bit. If we can move before him, then we can really get something done. Jenner's rolling up. Do you have a large laser? You do. And a fairly accurate set of normal lasers as well. So the Enforcer has taken decent punching already, just because it wasn't able to move. Majestic would like to get in here and say something about that. Oh god, Majestic is going to have a lovely shot. Let's go VSPL4. Yeah, I get we're cooking, but it's too good an opportunity to waste. Okay, leg is badly damaged. Armor is badly damaged. Lots of good hits coming in. Armor completely torn off already. Can we kill it? No. Okay, his leg's gone. That's great. That's fantastic pickup. So we'll shoot for his other leg, blow it off. And that should be that taken care of. Unless the mech just exploded? It did not, okay. Gun technical, he's got what, machine guns? Nope, he's got light rifles and rockets. Inferno rockets. Which is a really good thing to put on a technical when you think of when you're going to be fighting enemy mechs. Oh, good. Brother's going to be able to move before him. So let's get a massive blasting going on, because I don't want to have to deal with all his fire support shenanigans. Chaff launcher on. Okay, missed with the large laser, but we got a penetrating hit with some others. Structure exposed. I don't think we're going to kill him. We're not going to kill him. So he has been chaff clouded and blinded. I do have a single side shot here. Can I get a side shot on... Can I get a shot on multiple here? No. No, that will not be quite possible. Which is better? 33s, 46s, or 27s? So the side angle is a little bit better.
Roger.
And we'll go to cluster rounds. Gives us up to a 52. Come on, you are bullet trap here. I gave you a cannon. Okay, you got the first vehicle. Good. So maybe bullet trap desperately needs autocannons in order to be actually effective. I assume this enemy turn is coming courtesy of the turrets. Oh wait, no, we still have the fire truck to go, don't we? Yes, the fire truck is pulling away. He does not want anything to do with that. Pirate garrison was only 3 things. Cannon fire coming down. Ooh, 2 hits. This enforcer really has got to back off. Because we are starting to get in trouble. Yeah, the enforcer has done his fair share of taking damage. So he'll be pulling back soon. So we can get this armor and hopefully for no penetrating hits. Do I have endosteel on you? I think I do. Wait, I have an XL engine in you? Please tell me I read that wrong. Gyro XL, okay. I was worried for a second. I was like, wait a second. You don't have an XL. I'm almost positive you don't. Okay, good. Alright, so let's see what we want to do from up here. Aiming down. Yeah, we can take him. It'll be an easy pickup. Fire truck can see us, but go for the leg. Blow it off. Okay, I think we did it. Yes. Yes, we did. Both legs destroyed. Okay, maybe a little bit too much. We did blow off most of that mech. That is somewhat unfortunate.
How's it going?
Hacker, you've got a shot on a side, so move quickly. You're going to use your ECM also to protect our mechs here, and it's a terrible shot. But you know what? At the end of the day, you only got to hit him once. And you've got a couple of missiles. I take that back. You had to hit more than once, but you had to hit his front.
Standing by.
Okay, bullet trap. You've got a shot. You do not have a shot. I thought you had a shot on a technical. Oh, you killed the technical. Duh. Let's be serious about this. We'll walk up here.
Aye, aye.
Start to share the armor. Hey, pay attention to me. Just, you know, waving cluster rounds all over the place.
Good to go.
Majestic time to pull back.
Okay.
Get outside their range. Also, chill out. Lovely. Let's see what they're going to do with that one. Fire truck, roll him back in. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to shoot at people, and he's going to shoot at the Centurion, it looks like. Lighting fire and machine guns. The machine gun's mostly bouncing off. How did the no burners hit? Lovely. Okay, deep scan going down. What was that? That wasn't a heavy laser, was it? Or a binary laser? That could be a binary laser. Okay, that's more than a little dangerous. And some missiles coming down to the Centurion because he can see them, thanks to the supporting elements of our fire truck here. It'll be interesting to see what happens once C3 systems get properly implemented, if they get properly implemented, that is. Okay, I want to kill a fire truck, but let's be real here. You have bigger fish to fry. How many turrets are we looking at here? So far 2, but there could be more. Cook them. Shut off the chaff. That keeps us under heat. Interesting. I don't know what you are, and you're scaring the crap out of me, but I've got all the shots over here, so fire. Okay, we hit him with the big one, and then 3 more. So 3 in total hits. Not great, but I suppose to be expected. We're not going to shoot at you either. We're just going to keep pressuring here. Because I want to take this turret down. Okay, we do have another reinforced LRM turret. That's to be expected. Shut this thing to haywire. Oh, we didn't need to. Okay, we completely tore him apart. So now we got to suffer the big laser over there. That's going to be somewhat unfortunate.
Ready for orders.
Bullet Trap has a shot here, right? He does. And he also can shoot and scoot. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Shut off the LBX, lob some missiles at him. I see a whole bunch of tents. Good, we did kill him. So we took out the fire truck without too much incident. And now we can just keep walking forward. And he shouldn't see me there.
Moving to position.
So get that cannon settled. We'll be nice and happy with that one. And we'll sprint around the top here. We may as well give the Centurion, or the Enforcer, every opportunity to succeed.
They've got a lot.
Oh, that's gonna suck. Don't target the Raven. Please don't. Okay, that's shooting the Shadowhawk. Okay. I have no problem with you shooting my Shadowhawk for now.
Damage is
I
mine,
say
man.
for now. Okay, good. That missed. Large laser. 3. Okay, the third one did hit, but we... Okay, that's 4 shots. It's a VSPL. That was close. I'm not happy about that one, but we're going to be able to dive on top of him, and he is not going to be able to do anything after this. So let's sprint on in. Ooh, sprinting. Oh, sprint on in. So we'll get a shot here. Additional pirate forces. What? We don't want to have to deal with that. Well, we can hopefully deal with these turrets before anything goes wrong. Chaff turret, or chaff rocket launcher, open fire. Okay, not great that you missed that. That's really not good. A lot of misses, jeez. Okay, he's down to 51, well, 60 in total. So Hacker should be able to wipe this out. So let's sprint on in. We'll have Hacker finish this off. And I will lob a haywire his way. Because it's just critically important that he doesn't do anything. Okay, we got the kill. So that's been taken down. Now we've got 2 LRM turrets, I believe. And LRM turrets we can handle. So we did push our heat gauges absolutely in order to take that one down. So hopefully Bullet Trap can get a good angle on the next one. You can get an angle on a building. We may as well shoot the building then. We've got basically 120 damage out of our SRMs alone. So keep the cluster off. We don't need it. Fire the mediums and the SRMs. 2 good hits, it looks like. Come on, hit enough times. Blow them apart. Not quite. Okay, Majestic for the follow-up. Get him sprinting forward as well. Looks like I think I can see that turret. Lovely. So he might be able to add some large laser firepower to it. It'll be at 40%. Here's 70. Oh, you're building. Duh. Oh, you're also building. 37 is actually not great. We're going to shoot it anyway. I mean, oh, 2 good hits, and that's 90 damage right off the bat onto a reinforced LRM turret. So he's down to basically half health. He's got 100 health remaining. LRMs fired in direct fire mode. Lucky for us, most of them weren't able to connect. And the other turret, do you have a target? Ooh, blew up his LRM turret. Unfortunate for him. I can be seen from there. Oh, I do need to chill this round, so no blitzing absolutely everything that we've got. So we'll come over here very slightly. Hi, let's not kill ourselves. So, medium laser off. Medium laser off. So all 3 medium lasers needed to be off, but I've got... Can I do this? No. Okay. So this will do 8 times 5, 48 damage. So medium laser off. Well, 50... Yeah, I can't cook it this much, so 48 damage is more than 20... Whoops! Wrong target. Well, it was a good shot, I suppose. We are back under heat, which will work. But we are going to need our other mechs to come in for a good support setup here. Keep sprinting. Keep getting in there. Give me a direct line of sight, please. There we are. So if we deal enough damage to it, we might be able to crack this turret. We are going to cook a little bit, but that's fine, because... Actually, we're not going to cook at all. Fire again. 1 hit, 2 hit. Okay, it's down to 10 health. Well, 9 health. Which means brother just has to give it a little love tap. And then it'll be dead. Can you shoot it from here? Because, oh, you do not have shoot and scoot. And you can see that turret, so that's unfortunate. Okay. So let's move off over here. Give ourselves that 84 that we need. We can see the other medium turret, that's fine, but we want the super damaged one. Oh yeah, that's the one, because it has, like, a ridiculously little amount of health anyway. Shout out the large laser. And the medium laser. And swap those medium lasers because this is more accurate. Fire! Okay, got him. So we're back under heat. We've taken out that turret. We've got 1 more turret to defeat. And then we can deal with the pirate reinforcements without having to worry about incoming fire from behind. Nothing on sensors as of yet. But they are getting additional information from... A Saladin is a bad day. That's an AC-20 on a hover turret chassis. It's not something you want to deal with. Let's get ourselves up here. Can I see the turret in back? I can't. Okay, that's alright. We'll deal with it. And 150, 100. 100 will be fine. Open fire. I think we can flatten this building with basically 1 salvo. Not quite, because we missed a laser. So a Saladin already. What else do we got to deal with? A Pegasus. Not quite sure what that is. Ow! So the Raven just got nailed by the binary laser. Or the blazer. And how about the Pulse? Can we get out of that one alive? Looks like okay. I hope we can save some of these parts. I think the turrets, you do save the parts when you blow them up. I think. Because I think I want to steal some of those lasers. Okay, we're going to sprint right on into the middle of this. Not quite in the middle. So we can do actually quite a lot of damage with this mech. I mean, it is a Raven, but it does have a lot of damage that it can dish out. Set it for the Haywire just to make sure that it doesn't hurt us too badly. And follow up with the SRMs. He can do all of that damage in one round of shooting. That's lovely. Perfect for taking out turrets. Okay, so the turrets are dealt with. Now we got to deal with everybody up there. Now, one thing we could do is we could pull back. Pull back into the middle of here. These movements make you harder to detect, but they provide... Why is there a but there? Because it's always that's a complete positive. At least in my book. So we'll move back in here. Get into cover. And I want a single medium laser, I think. Because you've got question mark health. Yeah, we'll fire the medium in the pulse. Okay, that took out the building, no problem. So we're down to just a single building left to destroy, and he is mostly chilled out on heat. So that should allow us to take care of the Saladin. And we are in cover as well. Enemy movement. Are they going to come down off their mountain? It's a Commando. Okay, Commando 1C. That'll be a medium laser and an AC2. Nothing too dangerous. Bullet Trap actually has shells that he has to worry about, so I'm going to have him shoot last. Because just in case, we want to hopefully be able to avoid having to use him. Or his cannon. Keep it nice and easy on the recoil. 150, 200. We'll go for the 150. VSPL to 4. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just shove it over the line to see if we can't kill this thing in one round shooting. So quite a few hits on that one. Be interesting to see if we can finish him off. We got one more shot from the VSPL. I think that's just shy of killing it. Almost able to deal 150 damage with that. I think he also missed his shot, so that may have been part of it. So a Saladin, a Pegasus, and a Commando. Okay, Bullet Trap. Bullet Trap can actually get a shot. Let's see how good of a shot. Well, we don't actually know because we can't see him. So we will move like so. And that will allow us to multi-target. You, come on. Can I not select things for multi-target that I can't see? Apparently not. Okay, so we don't need to multi-target then. We also don't need the SRMs. We just need a couple of medium lasers. Pair of pot shots into that. Flattens the building, no problem. So, objective technically complete. We can run if we need to. I don't think we need to, but we can. If suddenly the Saladin starts nailing headshots on everybody, we will accomplish this mission. Okay, so here's the trick. First things first, we move up to start engaging. Because Saladins don't have a lot of armor. All the lasers back on. Send him a chaff rocket as well, just in case. I'd like to hit him to take away his ability to actually do anything to me. I think we missed. Which is unfortunate, because a blinding flare on him would make me feel much more safe about the incoming doom and destruction that potentially he's going to bring. We're going to stay at long range as we possibly can with the Raven. Only thing we can contribute is a tag, but that's fine. And we tagged him. Oh wait, no, that was the Pegasus. Never mind. Don't really care about tagging a Pegasus. The Enforcer. Oh, you have a shot on him. Good. Do you have a shot from just here? Oh, I'm not facing the right way. That is unfortunate. Gonna move over here. This will not allow us to use the VSPL. Oh, it does. Or no, it doesn't. Single large laser shot? Yeah, we want to get under heat. Didn't hit him. Would have been nice if we could, but I'm not gonna risk the overheat. Although probably should have. But it'll be better if I can suddenly jump on him with every single weapon system that I've got. So, Commando rolling in. He does have an AC2, which will allow him to blink. Not able to connect, though. He is above us, though, so that does give him a slight advantage. Okay, is the Pegasus going to rush out, or the Saladin? That's the true question. I mean, the Saladin is the only one I really care about. I think that was the Pegasus. There are versions of the Saladin that are not AC-20s, but I don't think we're fighting one of those. Okay, let's get up here with our Centurion. All the cannons to on. Only the cluster is going to be able to hit. It's going to hit pretty good, though. So you and you will spread the fire a little bit. Give love to everybody. Okay, no penetration hits, but he's got to be almost dead on the front. Send the Commando some love as well. 30 damage. Spread it over the mech, though. So nothing too big. It's a chill mech, anyway. Hi. Okay, good. You missed. You missed. That's going to be your doom. Hacker. Give me... What are we looking at here? Oh, we're doing a good number on most of him, actually. So that's lovely on several levels. 43, how about if I sprinted to get a nice close angle? 30s, yeah, it's generally worse, but I had to be sure.
Acknowledged.
So, line him up. Do I want a haywire? I want a beacon, because he's not going to survive long enough for the haywire. Okay, hit him with 2 of our medium lasers. Tagged him. Structure exposed. Hacker was the only thing that we needed. Took out 33% of the reinforcements all on his own. Now, Brother can rush in here to go deal with Mr... We're not going to go quite there. Deal with him, who was hidden from us. But now we can see him, and we have fairly decent accuracy on this. Surprise! Oh, we missed with the large laser. That is very unfortunate. Because that'll definitely reduce the amount of damage that we're doing. I mean, it is 36 right now. Would have been 40 had it not been in cover. Okay, so the Pegasus is under fire. How will it react? I assume by fleeing. Commando coming up. Getting a side shot on the Shadowhawk, and missing once again with both of his weapons. He is only a commando. I'm not super worried. But you were spitting out a pretty decent amount of missile fire. And I'd like to kill you before you can spit out much more. How's the accuracy here? 50%. How about I sprinted to get it nice and close? 37, but I bring more weapons into the fight. Turn the VSPL down to 3. Not down to 2. Not 3. 43. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Missed with the large laser. Oh, I turned off. Oh, I had one of my large lasers shut off. Whoops. That's a shame. The Pegasus is probably going to survive this round of shooting. Probably not next round of shooting, but this round of shooting he will. Okay, bullet trap. It's not going to be great, but hey, it's a living, so let's just lay down the fire. More cluster rounds. We've almost got through his armor, so not quite able to penetrate, it looks like. Structure exposed, though, so he is vulnerable to a side. We don't know which side, though, because we don't have any mechs that we're referencing as sensors. Okay, missiles and medium laser coming down to the Shadowhawk. Not really caring about that one, though. Wasn't able to do anything major to us.
Need something, Chief?
I would tell you to stomp, but let's be honest, do you really need to? What is a 94? No. No, let's shoot him. Let's be safe about this and just blaze away. We do want to get slightly on the move just to make sure that we're not completely helpless from the incoming fire from the commando. And yes, blast everything. Because I just need the one shot to hit the front, but I needed to be sure that one of those shots would hit the front. Because it took quite some time before we finally got that shot on the front. Medium lasers and SRM6s are not something I'm going to be salvaging, so that's not a big deal. Starting to rise over on the heat. And let's go Hacker. Hacker can get a side shot if he's willing to be out in the open, and I think we're okay with that. Narc Beacon, yes, just to make everybody's life easier. And blast him. Ooh, he missed every single one of his lasers. We did get a tag on him. Did we get a Narc? Nope, we did not. Alright, Majestic. Just gonna move right up in here. We're gonna aim right up for him. I don't think there's a reason to preserve things too much. Medium laser, that does keep us from overheating potentially. Blast away. Okay, structure exposed. Oh, looks like we nailed him pretty good on the one side. Yep, that tore off most of his mech. Took out his AT-2. Let's see if we can't kill the mech in one round of shooting. Not quite. And he overrode the shutdown just on the edge of that. It's time to come in for the finishing blow. It is all up to you. Bullet trap, blast away with the cluster because it's completely open. We're not interested in any piece of this mech, so feel free to just annihilate it. Alright, so that's the reinforcements annihilated, the turret annihilated, the initial group annihilated. Not too terrible. Doing okay with that one. Not going to make a whole ton of money off of it, but then again, the max cash on this one didn't make a whole ton anyway. A lot of salvage. Hopefully we can salvage some of those turret parts, because they had some really nice lasers. Alrighty. Lots of picks up for the Raven. Doesn't look like it. Oh, a couple of fusion cores, though. That'll work out. Yeah, we'll take the AC-20 double, because it's nice to have double magazines. And Fluid Inferno ammo, I don't need it. I've got 2 anyway. Fusion core, because it's the best thing out here. Light rifle, fluid gun, AC-20, but it's got a 3... No. And the Jenner, because we can sell the part. Yep. So, not a great haul. Although, according to this, we made a value of 9 million. So, that's okay. Got both of the fluid guns out of that one. So, if we ever make a mech that had a whole bunch of support hardpoints to use fluid guns and the like, we're not going to be too screwed. Did take a little bit of damage, a little bit more than I probably wanted to on a mission like that, but we should be okay for now. 2 wrongs is probably not going to be enough. So, our Lance is in a pretty comfortable position, although we are kind of biding time until we can get our 3rd mech bay going, as well as our 2nd Centurion, because I'd really like to get that one online now, especially that we can actually equip it fully. I'm not 100% sure what I gave that mech in terms of just additional equipment. Hopefully it's not terrible, although it could be pretty terrible.
That mech you asked for.
Oh, we got a Commando SP. A typical periphery mech. Nothing on this Commando actually comes from one. The entire engine block is wired around a definitely stolen large fusion cell, and then he goes on. 20,400 C-bills for the next 10 days. It's a little bit rough. But if that Commando SP has anything cool and special on it, we might be able to turn it to our advantage. Yeah, it's going to be 6 days before the next mission at the very least. Probably 8, because we'll wait for the hatchet, man. Most of our mechs took a little bit of damage on that one. So yeah, and our brand new Commando SP, did anything on this thing survive? I don't think so. I don't think it has much. A fusion cell engine, 1.6 times engine weight, 60% less heat generated, and easier to repair. It's got a 155 rated fusion core though, and a vibro shiv. Discount Valiant? I may try and turn this into something. I'll let you know later, though. Because with a Vibro Shiv, it might be able to do enough damage. How much is it supposed to do in melee? 79. I'm going to have to look into that. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tarak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe before I see a notification every time I post one of these videos. Press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.